So again, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're joining us. If you are a client in India, if you are in Europe, if you are in North America, if you are in Africa, specifically Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, it's good evening. And here in the US, it's good afternoon. It's a very good day here. It's really sunny here in Texas, extremely hot, hot, that you need to turn your AC on so that you can survive. We are really excited today to have you here. It's a very good opportunity for you guys to also learn today. Today, please get a pen and a paper, start taking notes, and then you will know that there are opportunities available and also how it is a bit easier to get a visa to Greece in terms of the process. Miss Sonali will explain everything to you guys today and how we can help you apply. So, Miss Sonali, please, we are very excited to have you here today. All of us got it here. We are 64 now. All of us are just here for you. And we hope we can get more students to come in so that they can join you. So please, the floor is yours. Kindly unmute
Thank
yourself
you.
and share.
Thank you. Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much for having me. And I am happy to meet all of you, all 63 people online. And as we understand now, the world is really becoming a virtual world. So this is as good as meeting you all personally, like I am meeting you all in my office or Nana's office in my house or in your own setup. So very happy to meet so many people online. Thank you for having me. As Nana explained, the study abroad opportunities come in various shapes and sizes, and a lot of people mistake it that when we say study abroad, it is limited to studying in USA or in Canada or UK. Right. It is the what should I say, the misunderstanding or the understanding is not wrong, because these are the countries who started the trend of inviting foreign students to their shores. They invited that people from across the world should come to these countries, USA, UK, or Canada, or many other countries, and study. Most of the countries, the idea was that you take the knowledge you acquire in these countries back to your home country and use it to develop the community where you are staying. Many countries also offer the opportunities to stay on after your graduation, and when you complete your education, you stay on, you use the same knowledge in the same country where you acquired it, and then you either continue to stay there or go back to your country. So they most of us think when we talk of study abroad, it is these. Actually, they call it five eyes, five eyes. So USA, UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. These five countries are they have a common immigration system. So any one of the countries, whatever is happening with you, the other four countries will come to know. If you got a visa to one country, the other four will know. If you were rejected, the other four will know. And they call it a five eyes. So instead of one country, they are looking at you with five eyes. So that is what is happening in study abroad. So when we talk of study abroad, we want to, oh wow, now we are 70. So the new joining people, they are all welcome. My name is Sonali. I am an Indian-born Ghanaian. I have been living in Ghana for past 18 years. And I must say that I really feel that I belong here. Okay. Okay, so going back to our study abroad opportunities. So when these five countries are there, but there are many other countries which are offering similar, almost the same opportunities, and they have other opportunities beyond learning from the universities that they provide. Many of these countries are in Europe. As you understand, EU, European Union, is considered as um, one union, and once you get an opportunity to go to any one of them,
Miss Sonali, please unmute yourself. I muted everybody because a lot of people were unmuting them. Miss Sonali, please unmute yourself.
I was okay. Now, can you hear me all? Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Now we are 76. Okay. So I hope everybody can hear. Please put in the chat box. As I'm not sure if some people in the beginning missed my introduction.
We can hear you.
My name is Sonali. Are you able to hear me, Nana?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I hope those who will not hear, they will put okay, somebody is raising their hand. So Nana, will you please take care of that? I saw somebody raising the hand.
Sure, I will.
Right, thank you. Thank you. So the opportunities that we want to talk about is about studying in Greece. As we all understand, Greek, European country, it is part of EU. So any opportunity that we...
Miss Sonali, please unmute yourself again. I'm sorry that a lot of people, please, if you just joined, kindly mute yourself. Please mute yourself so that we can listen to Miss Sonali talk about the study abroad process, how you can get to Greece, the scholarship opportunities, and also studying in Greece and for a period of time and finishing up your education in the US. Please mute yourselves. Thank you.
Right. So, okay, I am unmuted. Today, particularly, we are talking about studying in Greece. Greece, as we understand, is an ancient civilization. They have been at the forefront of European development from the beginning. For a long time, Greece has had Greece has offered an opportunity for many people to come and study at their shores. They have had the best universities in the Europe, even when the countries like England or France, they were still fighting within themselves. They were still in a sort of tribal way. Greece was a very, very developed society. And that society has maintained its edge in terms of education. So Greece offers excellent opportunities to go and study there. Greece also offers you to be a part of European culture. As you understand, Greece is one of the centers of European countries, even though geographically Greece is not inside the center of Europe, but culturally Greece makes the center of European culture, because basically the European culture started developing from the Greek culture. So a lot of art, lot of culture that we see in entire Europe, be it France, be it Germany, be it Romania, be it Belgium, they all stem from the Greek culture. And that is what makes Greek a pioneer. Just as Greek has been a pioneer in terms of European art and culture, Greek also has been a pioneer in European education. Today, Greek offers really exciting opportunities for anyone who wants to come and study in Europe. As we understand, Europe has many countries like UK, Germany, France, which may be economically more stable than Greek or more developed than Greece. But when it comes to education, Greek takes the lead over them. Many of us have tried and go to various European countries to go and study. When you think of Germany, you have impediment that you need to learn German language before you will be allowed to go and study in English in Germany. The same issue with French. So you need to have a basic knowledge of French before they will allow you. Somebody saying they can't hear anything. Ellen Cherema. He says he's not able to hear anything. Check your phone.
Yeah, we will.
Because I am unmuted. So, okay,
yeah, we
Charles
have
Inkum
someone on standby to
and
help her.
Bismarck Owusu. What is the problem? Some people are not able to hear, but I think the problem is coming. Yes, most of us are able to hear. So please check your connections, your speakers, because the problem is not coming from our end, please. Okay, so we were talking about Greece. When people try and go to countries which are flooded with students, it becomes quite a task to get the visa to go and study in that country. Against that, if you want to study in Greece, it is a relatively easy process. Relatively, I don't mean to say Greek belongs to the group of Schengen countries, so those visas are difficult, but relatively a Greek visa is easier to get. So those of us who have tried to go to USA, UK, and other countries, and they have not been granted the visa, for such people, Greece offers a very good opportunity. Relatively cheaper education, relatively. I don't mean to say it is free of cost. No, it comes with a certain fees, but those fees are relatively less compared to UK or USA or Canada. As we understand, Greek economy is not right now, not the most expanded one. So relatively cheaper accommodation, actually very, very cheap food. So when you think of your living cost, the living cost that a student pays in Greece is very, very affordable. And when I say affordable, I mean affordable. I don't mean to say free. The universities are giving a very good amount of scholarships in the range of about 60 to 70%, so that whatever you pay is the bare minimum that a university can afford to educate you. Compared to that, there are cheaper living costs. The rents are cheap. The food cost is much cheaper compared to many other developed countries. And still, you have an excellent opportunity. The houses are beautiful. As I told you, Greece has been ancient. But when you see their houses, when you see the apartments that they rent out to students, they are really beautiful. Athens is a historical country. Athens has had the oldest historical monuments in all over Europe. In spite of being such an ancient city, an ancient country, Greek offers all the modern facilities that any student or any developed countries would require. The people of Greece, those who are in Western Africa, will know the kind of warmth that Ghanaian or Nigerian or other people offer. you will experience a similar warmth in the culture of Greece. I have sent many students who are currently studying in Greece, and when I ask them how you are enjoying your time there, and they say, we just feel like we are at home, which means that they get an affordable housing, affordable food, and the warmth of people. People who don't even know them, they are also going out of their way to help them. And this is the same culture that we experience in Africa. And that is what makes a Greek and Africa a very good partners to join hands with. So this is okay in terms of education. Now this is about the background, how Greece is. Now about the actual education. Greece has many universities which are highly developed. When you think of ancient Greek culture, all the topmost universities, all the thinkers and scholars of Europe, they came from Greece. Continuing that tradition, Greece has many universities which are offering world-class education. They are at par with any university in USA or in UK or in Canada or any other country for that matter. And they offer the education in fields like ICT, fields like psychology, fields like MBA in human resource management, aviation management, shipping management, you name it, HR management, almost you name it, and it is available in many of Greek universities. So these universities offer you the best and most affordable education. Relatively, the Greek visa is easier to get. We understand that Schengen visa is not the easiest of the one to get, but still we can get Greek visa because the universities in Greece will help us. Uh, Greece doesn't have a lot of embassies around the world, so many countries share the embassy. Like if we talk of West Africa, the embassy that they have is in Nigeria, in Abuja, and most of the West African countries share that uh, embassy. So any student who wants to go to Greece from West African countries, they have to go to Abuja to get the visa. But having said that, the universities help us in getting to the embassy to for fixing our appointments, and they guide us very well so that we can go and get our visa in for our Greek visa in Abuja embassy. So relatively easier visa process, relatively cheaper education, cheaper accommodation, and excellent education. So what more would a student want when they want to study abroad? Having said that, I want to stop here, and I would like you all to take note of what all I say. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. But Nana, in case if there is anything you want to add, please be my guest.
All right. The only thing I want to say is that we've hit 100 people. We cannot admit any more people in the room. We've hit 100. So in case you get kicked out, please join us on YouTube. As Ms. Sonali said, a lot of people want to also take advantage of different learning opportunities in Europe. And in terms of the Greek visas, as she already said, the universities help in terms of getting your documents, everything together. We send it to the embassy. They will set up a date, help find an interview date for you. Instead of us like hustling to get a date, they set everything for you. So yours is to go there and then go for the visa interview. Our job is also to take you through a series of mock interviews to understand certain questions. What are they looking for? Why are you going to Greece? Why did you choose Greece as a destination for higher education? Who is paying for your tuition? These are some of the questions that will be posed when you go for the visa interview. And our job is to help you understand the process so that it will be relatively easier for you to go in and get a visa. Again, as explained, the cost of living is cheaper, relatively cheaper in terms of comparing it to Greece, comparing to Germany, comparing to the UK. It's affordable. Again, the universities are offering scholarship between 60 to 70%, and which makes it relatively affordable for the student to be able to also pay. There are also other opportunities like working in Greece for a student. You also have that opportunity to school and also work. And also Greece is part of the Schengen countries, as Ms. Sonali said, which gives you the opportunity to assess the 26 Schengen states all over in Europe. So that'll be a very good opportunity for you to also experience. Also, the universities have this system where you can start some of your program they have the 1+1 and the 2+2s, where you would do a 1-year master's in in Greece, and you go to their sister university in the US to finish up your process. So these are some of the opportunities that are available for students to take advantage of. So in a nutshell, there are opportunities available, and we are here as your source to tap into, so we can help make your study abroad dream a reality. Okay. So, go ahead, please.
I saw some of the questions, and they are asking about IELTS. I want to tell that those of West Africa students who have done their education thoroughly in English medium, English has been their language of instruction when they were studying. They don't need to prove their proficiency in English. So most of the times we fight with our fight. I don't mean physically fight, but we fight for our students that they should not be made to prove their proficiency in English again and again once they have educated in English medium throughout. So that was one question. And there was another question which I saw, that can HND do a top up in Greece and not starting from the scratch 100%? This is possible. You can take up based on the grade you got on in your HND. They will give you a top up, whether it takes 2 years, or if your grades are not up to the mark, then maybe you will need 3 years to top up. But it all depends upon your subject, your grades, but 100% the top up is available for HND student. Many students have done it. And as Nana said, Greece also offers an opportunity to go as a transfer student from within your sister university, which is in USA or in other countries. It is possible, but when we ask our students, when those who have gone to Greece, and we ask as to, would you want to start your transfer process, many of them have refused, and they are saying that we are good here in Greece, we do not wish to go and study in US again. So this is just one of the experiences that we have got. But of course, it is possible for you to go and take a transfer from Greece to USA. For that, again, you need a USA study permit, you need study visa. And that process you have to do within Greece. University can only help you with the documents. The actual visa is the prerogative of US government, and that you have to secure it by yourself.
So that means that you get all the necessary document from the school, send it to they would help you get your I-20, but you have to send your proof of finance, get the I-20, and then apply. Again, we are also still here for you to help you with the process. So when you get the I-20, we can help you through facilitating the whole process. So when the schools have helped you to get into their sister schools, you've received your I-20, our job is, again, to help you fill your visa forms, take you through the mock interviews. And what makes it easier is that you've traveled. You are currently in Greece. You've already proved that you've maintained the status of your visa whilst you're in Greece. You are currently in good academic standing, too. You are also in good immigration standard. You have not abused the law of Greece, and there is this assumption that you will do same when you go to the US. And secondly, they also understand that since you're already there, you've gone to school, you've paid your tuition, you've received your scholarship, and the other school is also giving you scholarship again. Just so you know, there are scholarship opportunities the sister university will also be offering to you. And then when you get there, you can also complete your study and have the opportunity to do the you can also get opportunity to work in the US in terms of working and studying, work study, and also get your OPT and your CPT whilst you are there.
Another question I saw that can do the universities in Greece have multiple intakes? Yes, the Greek universities have multiple intakes, just like any other international universities. So they starting with September, they have intakes in January, May, again in September, and some universities even have extra intakes, which is in November and in March. So some universities have as many as 5 intakes per year, and they call it running cohort. So when you want to join, you can join as soon as you are ready, your finances are done, and your visa is approved. Many of our students have had to defer their admission, like they wanted to go in January, but post-COVID, the visa situation didn't support them to get the visa date in time, and we have had to defer their admission, but it has been relatively quite comfortable. University has been very cooperative, and our students have had no issues in getting revised admission documents based on which they have applied for their visa. So that I am reading some of the somebody is asking for contact, so please reach out to top tier consultancy. Nana will be there and he can take this forward, and he will help you all to apply in Greece and work on all aspects of your admission, whether it is getting your documents for admission or getting. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Sami Blankson, please, can you mute yourself?
Miss Sonali, please unmute yourself.
So when please reach out to Nana. As I said, please, there is a link on the chat box to join the WhatsApp group, which will give you the opportunity to reach out to us, and that will give you all the options that are available and the processes that are required. I saw that somebody said that I am still writing my bachelor's degree. So if you are writing your bachelor's degree, please complete it so that you can directly go and start your master's degree. Somebody says that is 60 to 70% scholarship given irrespective of cohort or semester? Yes, I want to tell that these are the scholarship which are assured scholarship. We have seen in many, Nana will bear witness on this, that many of the schools, they offer scholarships from the second or third semester, and they want to check the academic qualification or academic capability of the student before they offer scholarship. They call it merit scholarship. And I have always resisted such scholarships, because you are saying that we will offer you scholarship from the third semester. And what if my student doesn't qualify? That means the student is stuck with the university. They have to continue. After studying 1 year, they are not able to go anywhere else, and they are forced to continue in the university or waste their money and time that they have spent in that university. So we always try and get for a assured scholarship. The scholarship is not conditional. whether you achieve a certain academic standard, whether you belong to a certain economic class, all of that, those conditions, they are done away with. So when you apply for that scholarship, you get it. It is an assured scholarship. It is given to you at the time of admission. It is written in your admission letter that you, this student, is getting this particular scholarship. So once that scholarship is offered to you, you take advantage and you go and study. It is not conditional. I hope I have explained the question that irrespective of the cohort or semester, I mean, you generally enroll in the first or at the most third semester. Because if you have done your HND, then you are given a lateral entry, you enter at a higher level. But even at that point, you are given the scholarship. What is the acceptance rate for international students in Greece? I will say 100%, as long as you can provide the correct financial statements and the correct academic results. I don't mean to say that you need to have a great GPA, but at the same time, you should have passed the previous exam that you set in, whether it is WASI, if you want to enter into bachelor's course, or your bachelor's degree if you want to do master's, or your master's if you want to do your PhD. Yes, winter, summer, spring, and falls. As I said, there are multiple intakes for many universities. Some universities have more than 4 intakes. So most of the time, the students enter the running cohort and they don't waste any time. As we all understand, the academic calendars of West Africa or WASI doesn't exactly match with the academic calendar of European countries. That is why these universities have multiple cohorts so that students don't waste that time. And at that age, time equals to money. So nobody wants to waste their time and energy.
Ms. Sonali, let's give Kingsley Brown the opportunity to ask your questions.
Yes,
and
please.
Also, someone is asking if you can list the name of the university. This is our job. We've done our research, sat down. We cannot share these with you. That is why we are a consultant firm. That means we are consultants. You need to hire us to do a job for you because we've already done our research, build relationship with these universities to a point where we represent them. So Ms. Sonali represents the Greece university that we talked to yesterday abroad. I've partnered with her to also get the opportunity to send students to study in Greece. Also, there are PhD programs as well. I know somebody wanted to learn more about that. And Etonam too, in terms of supply chain logistics, management, human resource, finance, accounting, these are all in their MBA program. So these opportunities are also there for students to take advantage of. So Kingsley Brown, please unmute yourself and ask your question. If you are not ready, then we'll move on to Samuel. Kingsley, please go now.
Thank you, Doc. My question is, can one cross a carpet from maybe a particular field to a different field? Say if I have an agric, a bachelor's in agric, and I want to pursue a master's in probably nursing or midwifery, is that possible in any of the Greece universities? Thank you.
My friend, it is always difficult to cross the carpet, as you say. If you want to do nursing masters and you don't have the basic knowledge of nursing because you didn't do bachelor's in nursing, it will be very difficult for you. So we advise that you continue with the subject you did in your bachelor's. Don't change the subject at master's level. If you must change your career, then you should start at bachelor's level once again, but it is a lot of waste of time, energy, and money. So we advise that you have the contiguity of your education, please.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And also
Yes,
to add to
Samuel.
that, Kingsley, as Ms. Sonali said, if you want to do a bachelor's in nursing, fine. But since you don't have the fundamentals, that becomes an issue. So some of the universities might, let's say, transfer about 2 years or 1.5 years, and then you can do, let's say, 2.5 years or 2 years to just top up and get another bachelor's degree. If that is also okay with you, that is fine.
Okay, I think that is okay. But then the follow-up question is, with someone having a WASI qualification, can he or she apply directly to do nursing or probably midwifery? Thank you.
Yes, you can, provided you have the qualifying subjects in WASI. Basically, for nursing and midwifery, as you understand, you need biology to have a bit of mathematics in that. So if you have studied those subjects in WASI, you are most welcome to start applying for midwifery or nursing. As you will understand, nursing, midwifery, medicine, and dentistry are highly regulated fields. So you will need to understand the requirement very well before. And because each one of you have a question which is directed particularly to your own cases, I would want you to reach out to us individually so that we can take it up and we can check your documents and then advise you. Right now, what we are advising is a general advice. So if we say something, it may not match with your individual case. So kindly reach out to us individually, please.
All right, Samuel, please unmute yourself. Samuel, Anim. Samuel,
okay.
If Samuel is not ready, Engelbert.
Yeah, Engelbert.
Good evening, Anna. And Miss Sonali for the opportunity.
Samuel is here.
Anna, can I go on?
Samuel, please wait because now Engelbert has started his question. So please wait. Yes, Engelbert, right. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Miss Sonali. Yeah, my question is about, I wanted to find out if it will be possible that when you apply for a scholarship or for a university outside, whether you can, it is easily for you to be connected to 2 or more countries. For example, I apply and then maybe you are looking for university for me from Greece, USA, and another. Is that possible or it's only in one country at a time? Thank you. I don't know if my question is clear.
Yeah, your question is clear. If you want us to do US and Greece together, yes, we can do that. You present all your documents, you let us know. Miss Sonali and myself and the top tier team, and also Miss Sonali's team, we will cooperate and then do that joint application for you, looking at different countries. Yes, it's possible.
It's possible, but at the same time, you must understand that both countries will have different methods of issuing visas and issuing other documents. So you will need to work double for getting into those countries. So what method or what process you used to get in Greece may not be the same as you want to get in USA or USA to Greece. So you must understand that you are going for 2 times the work, just as my team and Nana's team is going to do the same for you. So you must understand that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nalin.
You are welcome. Thank you. And please, those who have asked their questions and they don't have any more questions, please bring your hands down, so that we don't think that you still have questions. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, Samuel, now you can go on. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please,
yes, I want to find out the requirements for the masters. Then 2, I joined the feed late, so I don't know whether I can have the link later and listen to it. Thank you.
Yes, this is being telecast on YouTube. So eventually you will have the YouTube videos which you can use um, to know more about it. The requirement for masters is first the bachelor's degree, hopefully in the same subject as you want to do masters in, and the financial strength to prove that you are able to study in whichever country you choose to go and study in. Money is a very important part of studying abroad. So everybody must understand that you need to have sufficient financial muscle. I don't mean to say that you need millions of dollars, but you need sufficient based on the country and the university that you are choosing. I hope this is clear for anyone who
Yes.
wants to stay. This is universal for anyone who wants to study abroad.
All right, thank
Right.
you. Can I speak? This is
Yes,
Samuel.
please. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. I think my questions are in three folds. Please, what percentage of scholarship do you have for PhD applicants? That's one. I want to find out
Yes.
if English proficiency are required of Ghanaian applicants. And lastly, the required CGPA for PhD applications. Thank you.
Okay, so as you understand, PhD is a course which is done on individual level. You don't sit in a class to learn your PhD. So each PhD student, first and foremost, you need to have a project on which you want to do your PhD and your subject. Then you need to find a guide or a mentor who will take you through your PhD. So these are the difficult ones. There is no universal or one short answer, yes or no. I don't mean to say that you cannot get a PhD guide in Greece, but I cannot say yes as well, because each guide has a ceiling of number of students he or she can take. So whether you fall in that or not, whether that guide is willing to take you or not, there are lots of individual questions or individual answers which are required. So I am not able to give your answer as yes or no, but kindly reach out to the top tier consult team and let them go through your documents. You work with them, we work with you, and then we can answer your questions. As we have about 100 people coming to us, each one of you have, and each one of us in life, we are all individuals. All of us have different ways of going to study, different backgrounds, different subjects required. So what we are telling you right now is general universal things, but for individuals, we need to sit through your documents and your situation, basically financial situation, before we can give answers to your individual questions. Right. So Samuel, Anim, please, if you don't want to ask any more questions, please bring your hand down, and then we will take it with Kisi. Yeah, Kisi Kwame, please go ahead.
Yes, please. I want to know. I think I posed a question, but it's not yet, and I just want to know. Everything is about planning, which I think finance is also part. So may I know how much in an average terms per year are you supposed to get to be able to make sure that the entire process, admission, tuition step, everything is per year, average cost of attendance, if you could give us an average.
This is an excellent question. Kisi, this is an excellent question, and the answer will be useful to each and everyone who is on the panel. I want to know, when you want to study abroad, the process should start as soon as you start education. Why I am saying this is because studying abroad comes at a big cost, much bigger than the cost that you pay in your home countries. In many of the countries, government subsidize the education. As we all know, in Ghana, up to SHS, the education is free. But as soon as you are out of SHS, you want to start university, it is not free. In Ghana, I know that universities get a lot of subsidies for Ghanaian students. It is not so for international students. Just the same way, in other countries, international students also have to pay higher cost than the local students. In some countries, such as India, sometimes the African students pay less than the Indian students, but that depends upon individual countries, individual university. So the preparation should start as soon as the concept of studying abroad has been in your mind. Second thing is when it comes to in terms of admission, in terms of visa, these processes takes at least 6 to 9 months. So you should start that much in advance. If you are about to complete your WASI, if you are in your WASI SHS 3, then you start just about 8-9 months before you write your WASI or your results are expected. If you are in bachelor's, in level 400, as soon as you enter level 400 or just as you are settled in your level 400, then you start the preparation, so that as soon as you complete your level 400, you have the next step available. You know your path. If you are going abroad, you know this is the country, this is the university, and if you decide to take that up, at least you have collected sufficient money to pay your first year or first semester fees and do all the other necessary procedures, which also comes at a cost. And then of course you need a ticket to go to that individual country. Again, it involves money. So you need to make a financial preparation, and you need to make the procedural preparation as soon as you have made up your mind.
Yes, thank you, madam. But it seems I want to be convincing of them. I'm talking in terms of the cost of attendance there. Let's say as I'm going, I'm talking in terms of Greece. I get there averagely as I'm living. How much do you think I should prepare for? By talking of amount in the bank, the tuition, like in average thing.
You see, based on what you want to study, where you want to study. So I think these answers will be answered individually. So you take the contact details and let us have your documents, and then we can answer. There is no standard answer for that you need this money, because as we understand, you are going on scholarship. So I cannot give you the exact figure as to this is the scholarship you get, because without knowing what you want to study at which level. And if I spend so much time on one particular case, I think it will be unfair for other students. So reach out to us and we will take it forward, please. Right, so Nicholas and Vizi, one of you, please go.
Good evening.
Good evening, Nicholas.
I want to ask, when it comes to PhD, do the university have its own interests? Maybe the university have an interest of studying into an area so that when the student apply, then he can take up that course or that subject.
Yes, it's true. Many universities have a specialty in their fields, but as you will understand, this applies to individuals and the universities. So we need to take your documents and take your project that you want to do, and then work on a guide who is going to hold your hand and take you through the 3 years of research. So as you will understand, there is no general answer, please.
Okay, because I wanted to know if the university itself have some study areas they want to go into. So that
yes,
if
but
somebody,
how many universities and how many areas? We cannot have it here right now, no?
Okay, okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. You're welcome. Busy?
Yes, good evening. I wanted to find
Good
out
evening.
what is the good evening. What is the point for MBA students in most of
Sorry,
the
I think your voice was breaking.
yes,
Weezy,
good
please
evening.
mute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, good evening one more time. I want to find out what is the cutoff point that universities in Greece are looking for studying an MBA if you're coming from a logistics.
No, they are quite reasonable. They do not give any cutoff point as to like you cannot enter if you're less than GPA 3.0 or something like that. They are quite reasonable. They want to include maximum number of students. So even if your GPA is slightly low, they will admit you. Yes, they will ask you to work harder. They will not put you out of the course with the same GPA as you entered. So you will need to work harder when your GPA is low, but low GPA will not be a reason for not admitting you.
And also, just to add to what Ms. Sonali is saying, applications are reviewed holistically. So let me use my experience as an example. When I was counseling students, and when I was working at one of the state universities in New York, what we normally tell students is that your application is reviewed holistically, in the sense that I'm looking at your work experience. What are you also bringing on board apart from your academics? Also, do you have any form of research experience? Do you have any form of teaching experience? So it's not only the academics, but we are looking at your work experience, your teaching experience, also your research experience. These three key areas are very fundamental in ensuring that the students can be successful in their line of duty. For example, if let's say you have a 2.2 or 2.5 GPA, but you've already worked at the bank, or you've worked, let's say, as in a company as an accountant, you've already practiced as an accountant. You bring in some experience that you can share with some of the students who have a 3.5 GPA from undergrad, but they've not had the opportunity to work. But they just applied for a master's and continue the education. The onus lies on these professors and admission experts to bring you in so that in the classroom you can also share your experience, which is normally termed in the field of education as experiential learning. You learn by experience. You bring your experiences into the classroom so that the students can be transformed through transformational education. Also, some of you were asking questions in terms of how much do you need? It's a really relative answer. So maybe personally to me, based on what I'm looking for, I like, let's say, a 2-bedroom apartment or 1-bedroom apartment. That is more expensive than a student who is sharing the 4 students. Those students that I picked this last week, those staying in 4-bedroom apartment, some of them are paying $260 a month. Some of them are paying $300 per month. If you want a 1-bedroom apartment, that is $750. So let's say you get a tuition scholarship, and maybe at the end of the year, you are paying, let's say, $5,000, $7,000 in a year. Then, okay, let's say I have to pay my first semester. Let's say I'm going in, I have my first semester tuition, let's say $3,500 with me. And then my rent for, let's say, 3 months. Let's say my rent is $300. I calculate that 3 times 3 is $900 plus my 3,500. You add that money to it, which is less than 5,000 US dollars. And then you budget, let's say, for food, and then you get some money for jacket just in case the winter is coming. So you budget all of them. Some students also want to pay their tuition before they get to their final destination, whether it's Greece, whether it's France, whether it's Germany. So you can pay your tuition before you get there. So when you are going, you have, let's say, your 3 months rent, you have, let's say, you have 1,000 USD or 1,000 euros as your pocket money so that you can go with that. Also, in terms of the documentation, when you send all your documents to me, the responsibility lies on me to carefully review your documents to see what you are bringing on board. Again, we will look at your GPA, we will look at your work experience, we will look at if you have research experience, teaching experience, instructional experience. We will look at all of that holistically in a broader sense than narrowing ourselves down to only GPA. Let's say, I remember there was this student that went to this university. When we were taking this student there, we were concerned about her GPA. But this student got there and got a 4.0 GPA her first year. And the academic advisor asked her, what happened during your undergrad experience? And she shared a story of losing her parents, her mom and her dad, during the experience, which really affected her academics. But right now, she's grown over that. She's developed a thick skin and is moving on in life. And she's able to score a 4.0 GPA. So if you limit someone's ability to get into school based on only GPA, then definitely you are doing a great disservice to the person. And that is why admission experts do not only rely on, that's why they look at your statement of purpose. That is a very fine opportunity for you to share your story. What happened? I got a lower GPA. What are some of the strategies you've put together to get a really strong GPA in grad school? How have you prepared yourself ready to run with your new opportunity to get a master's degree or to get a PhD? So in a nutshell, admissions are reviewed holistically, not just based on GPA.
Right. And this is a question, if there is an application fee to apply. Yes, there is an application fee of about $75 to $100 in per case. So that is the application fee. The Greek universities, most of them charge. Another thing is about the processes. Some of the universities have sister campuses in two countries. So like if we look at Greece and USA, the visa processes in both the countries are very different, quite different. So you will go through a different methods of applying for visa in these countries. The requirement of documentation will be different for two different countries. So we should keep that in mind. That some people come and ask us as to why I never had to go through this process while I was applying for USA. But fine, USA is not EU. So we have to follow the EU requirement when we are applying for Greece. These are just the general processes which everybody must keep in mind.
Any questions, please? Do we have any additional questions? Please, if you have a question, kindly raise your hand. We have roughly 20 minutes more to go. So please, if you have your questions, we can go about it. Again, we've put our office location in the chat box. Please reach out to us.
I wanted to answer the question.
Sorry, your voice was breaking. Can you repeat? Nicholas?
Please, I have a question on the financial distance. Is it a bank statement that you need?
Sorry. I think we are not able to hear him properly. Please, you can put your question in the chat box if your voice is breaking frequently. Yes, please, Livingston.c. Please go ahead.
Yes, I would like to ask. So in this case, how do you apply?
The first step to do is to get in touch with Top Tier Consult, and we take it forward from there, please.
And your office location?
It's in the chat box. The office locations are in the chat box. Annette, can you repost our office locations so that you can get to know of our office location? So please check the chat box.
Okay, so somebody is asking if the application fee can be waived off. It is difficult, and the moment you want to waive off the fee of 75 USD or 100 USD, the university and the visa issuing authorities question as to how you will support yourself while you are actually studying. Right, so as compared to the whole cost of your education, the application fee is a very, very minuscule part of it, and if that you are looking to waive off, it puts a big question mark on your entire application, please. Okay, and somebody is asking about the application in UK or scholarship in UK. The subject of today's meeting is for studying in Greece. So we will keep it limited to studying in Greece. Those who want to study in other destinations, they are most welcome to reach out to Top Tier Consult, and individually we can take forward each one of the cases. Now, somebody is asking if how much should be the fee at PhD level. I'm sorry, but we will not be able to answer because there is no generic answer to this question. We have to wait for each case to be accepted and the university to give you how much it is going to cost you.
To piggyback from where Ms. Sonali left off in terms of finding a supervisor. So like even there's mostly their sciences programs in Canada, like for example, University of Windsor, which represent them. For some of the programs in the engineering, the chemistry, the sciences, what happens is that a student needs to find a faculty member whose research interest aligns with the student, submitted the proposal to the faculty member. If the faculty member accepts you, most of the faculty members have funding opportunities. So it depends on how much funding the faculty member will be willing to give to you. Some of the faculty members can give you full tuition waivers. Some of them can only afford a partial tuition waiver. So again, if you are interested in pursuing a PhD, it is important that we meet and also have a discussion to see what can we also do to help. For example, how do we? I teach a class on how to find a faculty member who can work with you. We do all that. The onus lies on us to come together to teach you the way. I have videos that we can share with you how to find a supervisor who can guide you through your entire PhD application, PhD journey. Mind you, I had to go through the same process when I was looking for a PhD opportunity here in the US. How I was able to find a supervisor who guided me. One of my professors called it speed dating. How do you not literally dating your professors, but literally getting to know which professor you would like to supervise your PhD? So also when I was going through the application process to study here in the US in terms of who can fund me, who can show me the way, I had the opportunity to also go through different faculty members. So, and also talk to them in terms of who will give me the opportunity to guide me and supervise my PhD work so that I can graduate with a PhD. And that is why it's always good to know someone who has told that way, so that you can understand the process and show you the way. So Nicholas, please go ahead. We have 15 minutes or less and we will be out.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yes, please. Yes. Go ahead.
My question is that the finances, to show that, yes, you can support yourself. Imagine it's my wife who is going. Will she need a bank account statement, or since the husband is there to support her, that will be okay, or you need a bank statement?
No, so you will need to provide your own bank statement and an affidavit that you are going to bear all the expenses she will incur while studying abroad, whether it's Grace, USA, or any other country. So you will have to take that as an on oath, and you will have to provide an affidavit. And this is a procedure for admission. So you will need to do that upfront as soon as you start the application.
Okay, thank you so much.
Any additional questions, please? Any additional questions?
Yes, please. Livingston.c. Go ahead.
Yes, one more question. Please, can you create a WhatsApp platform so that we can post whatever question or concerns there for you to be addressed?
We already have a WhatsApp platform. What's her name? Annette would post the link there. And also today, I'm sorry, guys, I broke my phone here. It's really bothering me. If you can see, the screen crashed today. So if you try to reach me, my phone will ring, but I just cannot answer. Like, that's the screen now. It's really shaking. I cannot really answer. So just in case you are not able to reach out to me, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to stay online so that I can use.
I am sorry, Nana. You have lost your best friend.
Yep.
Yes, please. Owusu Boache, is there something you want to ask?
That is
Mustafa Abdul, please. Okay, he's still connecting. Marty Coley, the student is asking if this applies to the students who want to undertake online courses. Now, online courses were a big force when the COVID was in. Post-COVID, many universities have stopped doing online because we have understood one thing, that most of the students want to go and experience the campus life rather than studying online from the environment of their own houses. So yes, many universities do offer online courses, and when they offer online courses, obviously you don't need to take a visa, the study permit, but different countries have a different set of rules, and different universities have different requirements for online. So again, there is no universal answer to your question. Many of the procedures which apply to the on-campus studying don't apply to online, but at the same time, many procedures which apply to online studying, they don't apply to on-campus studying. So we have to take two in a different way. Each one of you is an individual, and the best way is to deal with each one of you individually. This platform or this meeting was like an introduction of us to you and you to us. And now that we have been introduced to each other, we can take it forward individually. I hope, Nana, I'm saying the right thing.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. This meeting was also to let you know that what other opportunities are available in terms of looking abroad, looking at outside the traditional study abroad destination, US, UK, Australia, Canada, looking at outside all of these, and then looking at what opportunities that degrees bring.
And one, I mean, Greece is yes, but most people think that Europe and USA, Canada are the only destinations for studying abroad. I want to bring in India. It is the second largest tertiary education system, and offers the best terms to study abroad, the most affordable, and actually it has the it gives you a better education than what you would have got in many of the other universities, because the teachers pay a lot of attention to students, and they want to ensure that the students come out with the best knowledge, so that wherever the student goes, the university is proud that this particular one is our student. So don't be limited in your thinking that if I can't study in any European or USA or any Western countries, or if it is prohibitively expensive, that means this is the end of my dream of studying abroad. So think of other countries, be creative in terms of where you can go, and particularly I will recommend India, because India is doing an extra, India is actually walking an extra mile for African students. African students in India generally pay less than what the Indian students in their own countries pay. So it gives you a very, very good opportunity to get an excellent knowledge at an affordable price. Yes, please, for Quo Francis. Please unmute yourself. Yes, Francis, please unmute. Okay.
Any additional questions, guys? We have 8 more minutes to go. As you know, traditionally it's like an hour and 30 minutes. So please let us know if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that you would like us to explain. Francis, you are back. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. Also, if you just joined the platform, today what we're talking about is studying abroad and not looking at the 4 or 5 traditional destinations of higher education. That is the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and in some stretch, New Zealand. Most of the students do not know that they can also study in Greece, which is a Schengen country, where the students can have the opportunity to also get scholarships and also study abroad. And as Ms. Sonali said, relatively looking at Greece being a Schengen country, getting a visa is relatively easier compared to Germany, where you need to deposit 12,000. Right now it's 12,000 euros or so into your block account, where Greece do not go through that route, where you get all the documents, you add your scholarship letter, you get your document, blah, 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 everything fixed. We can help you to go through all that. And then you go for your visa interview in Abuja, and then you are all set to go. Relatively, the universities also do help the student to schedule an appointment at the at the Greece embassy in Abuja, which makes it relatively easier than us staying online looking for an interview date for you. The school gets you the date, you get all your document, your package, because us during the application process, we will send your financials, everything to them. And when all the documents are ready, we will push everything down, and then you can go for your visa interview. Also, we are here to help. The most important thing being our priority is our students. Your concerns, your vision, your goals, what drives you. is what we look at. And that's what most of the time when you reach out to me, my first question is, where do you see yourself? What do you want to study? What is your academic background? And how can we be of help? How can we help you? We don't shove any country down your throat, but we want to understand your situation and provide an expert advice, because that is why we are a consultant firm. That's why we've partnered with Ms. Sonali to also tap into her knowledge, her experiences sending students to Europe, Asia, North America, and Australia. We tap on all these knowledge and then we work together combined. Personally, I've lived in Europe for a while. Specifically, I've lived in the UK, have my working experience where I had my work visa to work there. Currently teaching here in the US. I'll be teaching at Texas State University this fall. I'll be teaching there. And that is where I also got my PhD from Texas State University. And it's really imperative for you to work with people who have the experience, who walk through or walk down the line and have that special experiences to help you. This last week, we welcome a lot of students here into the US to start a whole life together. Notwithstanding, we also want to take students to Europe and other parts of the world so that they can also continuously experience the other side of the coin, where they can also have opportunities such as scholarship opportunities, working abroad, work steady, and also be able to bring their families as they journey through their education abroad. Also, research opportunities are also available. We also use expert advice to counsel students who are looking for opportunity to work with faculty members or professors on different research projects. So guys, if you have your question, please ask. We have 3 more minutes and then we are all set to go. And I think Ms. Sonali, Nanan Cancer just posed a question. Please, can you help?
So HND medical laboratory technician holders, you need to do your bachelor's degree in any field that you are in before you can apply for master's degree, irrespective of how many number of years of experience you have, but you still need to hold a bachelor's degree before you can apply for any master's degree. And somebody says that they are looking for a nursing scholarship in UK. For this particular platform, we are discussing Greece. So you can reach out to us individually and we can take it forward. Mustafa Abdul is asking if there is a full or partial scholarship. Yes, partial scholarships are available. Full scholarships are not available. So please understand that finance is an important part of your studying abroad program. So it is your life and your education. Out of this education, you are going to earn a lifetime of livelihood. So a lot of times, not many universities are ready to offer 100% scholarship. Even if they offer a good amount of scholarship, I think they are doing a favor to an international students, because sometimes their own students, the national students of that country, doesn't get as much as an international student gets. So we should always be thankful for any scholarship that is offered to us. If it is within our budget to finance the rest part of the education, then we should grab the opportunity. Francis is asking if there is a certificate qualification. I think it will be very difficult for people having a certificate qualification, but still you can send your documents, email your documents, and then we see what best is possible. Top Tier Consult has sent the number, so please work with them. Is there any amount? Yes, individually different schools have different amounts they require. So there is no universal amount, but yes, there are certain minimum amounts which are required. What documents should I submit? It should be your financials, your academics, and your passport and other a lot of students come to us without having a passport ready. Making a passport takes time, 2 or 3 weeks time. Sometimes your education is starting in 2 or 3 weeks time. So if you don't have passport but you have a dream to go and study abroad, please apply for your passport. First thing you need is a passport to leave the country you are in. So please make sure that you hold a valid passport and start the process as soon as possible, because that process it takes time. It's a lengthy process. Right? Any other questions?
All right, guys. I think we've hit our limit for today. And thanks for all the over 100 people who joined today. It was a beautiful experience having you guys here. We are trying as much as possible in terms of helping you guys. We have this beautiful platform to welcome different people to share beautiful experiences of working or other opportunities in abroad. And today specifically, we focus our lens on Greece. And we hope that we have been able to provide in-depth knowledge and understanding for you to comprehend. Please, if you have any additional questions, kindly reach out to us, and we'll be more than willing to answer them. But Ms. Sonali, we will not let you go without advising students on the study abroad process. What are some of the things you like to share with them so that they will be ready?
First of all, I want to congratulate each and everyone who joined us on this platform, that you have chosen education over everything else. So that is one of the most important aspect of studying, that you choose to study. Not just you are pushed into it, but you have chosen to study, and you have the curiosity to understand how studying abroad works. Today we were limited to Greece mostly. That was the focus country that we had. There are many other countries for studying abroad. Affordability is one part. I have understood that Ghana, particularly I'm talking of Ghana, that we have bright students, brilliant students, but financially they are weak. So we want to advise them that money is not the only thing. Money is an important part, but money is not the only thing for studying abroad. So keep looking out for opportunities, keep taking our help, because we are here particularly to help you. I am in Ghana, Nana is in US, he can come down to Ghana, he will be coming down to Ghana very soon. So we are here to help and support your case. Each one of you have an individual case, and looking at your documents, looking at your case, we will take it forward on an individual level. So please reach out to us is what I would want to advise. And I would like to thank you all for joining this platform, showing that you are curious about knowing what other opportunities exist in studying abroad.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sonali. We truly appreciate your time today, and we are very glad you took up this Sunday off to spend your time with my colleagues here. And we really, really, really extremely appreciate it, and we don't take it lightly. And
thank you. And look forward to be of help to as many students as possible. We look forward